Hey, yo, what up, Bodega Podcast? You already know who it is. It's one half of the sexiest Puerto Rican studs on this planet, Ortiz, baby. And shout out to all the Bodega Podcast listeners. Ow.
Yo, this is the Lucha Thug, the one-man Lucha gang, El Rey Gordo himself, the King Fat Boy Papo Esco, and y'all rocking with the Urban Wrestling Network.
It's your boy, the young GOAT, one half of Injustice, Hot Fire Myron, and you're listening to Urban Wrestling Network. Gang.
This is Josef Samael from Contra Unit, and you're watching the Urban Wrestling Network.
What's good? It's Tristan Ty, a.k.a. Ikuro Kwon. You're watching Urban Wrestling Network. Hail Contra!
What's up? It's Judge in the building, and make sure you guys check out Urban Wrestling Network. The boys gonna be on there chopping it up. You already know, Street Fighter.
You know what it is, man? It's like Boogie, South Philly. What up? Catch me on the Urban Wrestling Network real soon. Be on the lookout for that podcast, bro.
Yes.
MLW, all that. N.W.A, all that. I'm everywhere. Fuck out of here.
Hey, you guys. This is Christi Jaynes, and you're listening to the Urban Wrestling Network.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Jeff Cavier, and you are listening to the Urban Wrestling Network.
Hey guys, this is Carly Delani Perez, a.k.a. Katrina, a.k.a. Maxi from WWE, and you're listening to Urban Wrestling Network.
¿Qué tal, amigos de Urban Wrestling Podcast? Aquí está el mosquetero del aire, solamente para decirles que sigan a mis amigos de Wrestling Podcast, toda la mejor información. Un saludo y un abrazo del mosquetero. La mejor lucha está con el Stretch Style, así es que cuídense y vean estos buenos podcasts.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a special episode of the Urban Wrestling Network. I'm your host, your quintessential Puerto Rican muffin Jorge, and tonight we are here to talk about the impending debut of Buddy Murphy, aka Buddy Mathews, who last night debuted for the MLW at the Dallas show. So we're going to talk a little bit about Buddy Mathews, aka Buddy Murphy. Also, don't forget to follow us on YouTube on the Major League Podcast and on our different social medias on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter under Urban Wrestling Network. Buddy Murphy, aka Buddy Mathews, goes by the name now, has started in WWE back in 2013, NXT, when he was NXT 2.0. 2 years later, he started a tag team with Blake, where they actually became the NXT Tag Team Champions. And at the process, he became the first Australian to win any type of gold in the WWE. 2 years later, he moved into 205 Live, which I like to call 205 Taped, where he became the first ever Australian Cruiserweight Champion. So that was kudos to him and his country down there in Australia. Years later, he moved up to SmackDown, the SmackDown draft. He got drafted there. And things took a little turn to the weird side, I guess. We didn't know where he was coming and going. He was lost in the shuffle. And then he became a Seth Rollins or Seth freaking Rollins follower and whatever little cult thing they were trying to do there for a year or two. I mean, you could see Murphy developing into something good. Then later, he switched over to SmackDown, to Raw, where things just took a little awkward turn with the Rey Mysterio family and Dominique and the daughter and the mama. And then he's dating the daughter. And then, oh my goodness, social media just went crazy, especially from the females. Oh my God, how is this old guy? He's only like 29, going on 30, dating an 18-year-old girl. Well, folks, in the real life, it happens a lot here in the real world. But for some reason, people turn their eye to something else. But whether if you're into that, you're not. It happens. It's the real world. But people forget that this is a storyline in wrestling, and everybody in the world going crazy on social media with that. And then later on, 2021, I want to say June, he was released from his contract in WWE, and then he became a free agent. Later on, he popped up as Buddy Mathews, which is the new name that he uses now, down in New Japan Wrestling, where he actually got to wrestle in a pretty good match, I should add, against the Rainmaker, Kushida Okada. And once again, it was a very, very good match. Then he did a couple of indie stuff here and there. And then just recently, our Kurt Bauer had mentioned that Buddy Mathews was coming to MLW. What to expect? I don't know. What to expect from him coming to MLW? I know people are getting the resurgence once they leave WWE. They come out, they go different places. N.W.A, Ring of Honor, which is no longer there, and will never come back. So let's work out for a whole different day. And then also here at Impact Wrestling, like Mike Cardona has been having that second, wind into his career from Impact to NWA. So what is Buddy Murphy gonna do, or Buddy Matthews gonna do in MLW? We don't know. Only time will tell. Right now, he could be placed right into the middleweight division there, with Myron Reed, Tajiri, uh, Casey Navarro, Enzo is there now. Enzo. So we'll see what happens. Maybe later on he could move into the heavyweight division, go up against Fatu, the boy Hammerstone, the other homie Holiday. Only time will tell. We don't know what's going to happen. If he's going to be a force maker coming into the company, or just going to be there as, oh, you just bring him in, come fill him out, process, and see where we go from there. I know 2022 has started with, it started with a bang. Kobe is still around. I'm really surprised that some of these shows were able to go off without a hinge. Because I know Reality of Wrestling down in Houston, they had to cancel their show just earlier, either last night or earlier today because of COVID. I know Impact is down in Florida, and we know Florida is like a humongous COVID infected area there, especially down in Fort Lauderdale, Miami locations. Dallas, I know, is getting hit hard with COVID, but the shows will not without a hitch. And we'll see coming up how Buddy Murphy will go into his new MLW stint and see how long he'll stand there for. Only time will tell. So we'll see what happens. But thank you guys for enjoying our videos, for liking the videos, and don't forget to follow us on urbanwrestlingnetwork.com. You got the videos, we got a store. February's coming around the corner. It's Valentine's. You can buy something for your girlfriend, your mama, your grandma, your wife, your side chick, whatever you want to do. You can buy them gifts. So don't forget to follow us. Don't forget to retweet. Don't forget to like the subscribe button on YouTube at Major League Podcast. And we'll see you again soon with another video. And hopefully our good friend Chef, aka Dandada, aka the Hood of the Hood, and stuff like that, we'll be back soon hosting these shows, because as you can see, I'll be stumbling all over myself. But thank you for joining, and we'll see you soon.